Welcome to your daily focus for May the 26th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for all of your likes, your shares, your favorites. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the support you give me, truly. Now let's get to the cards because they are beautiful cards. It really talks about walking forward, understanding our energy. Okay. Now we do start with the Nine of Wands. And that one doesn't surprise me because in the weekly readings, if you didn't have the Nine of Wands, chances are you had the Ten of Wands in your reading. Or the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands was also there a lot, standing in your truth, making a declaration of who you are. But here we have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is very much about, it's about your anxieties. It's about the things you think that you should have, could have, might have, done things differently, said things differently, put yourself in a situation. Why didn't I go to that? It was the opportunity of a lifetime. Had I known? Why didn't I say that? Why did I say that? It's all these little anxieties that we don't think that we were at our best. We don't think that we did ourselves justice. We blame ourselves. So this is very much a day to, sit back. And I know you're going to have energy today. That's obvious here. But so you're going to really have to make it a conscious effort to pray or to meditate on your anxieties and give them up. Just like he's doing. He's taking each anxiety, he's giving it great thought, and he's giving it up to God, his angels, his spirit guides, the universe. He's forgiving himself, and he's asking for forgiveness. He's asking for a truer path forward. And he's understanding what's needed for the truer path forward for himself. And look at that. Aren't we headed towards a quarter moon? We've got the quarter moon there in the background. The Three of Coins is back. Now, the Three of Coins, he is hard at work. And I think it is more of a passion than it is work. So it's what we truly like to do. We truly love to do. It fills us with a passion. It brings out our inner child when we're performing whatever task it is, whatever we are creating, whatever we are inventing, whatever we are truly enjoying in the moment. Okay, so that could just be you enjoy cooking. And you get this great satisfaction. You get lost in the moment when you are cooking and you're creating in such a way. You might be a painter, a sculptor. You may be a writer. You may be an actor. You may be an auto mechanic. You may be a housekeeper. But it's truly what you take pleasure in doing. What gives you happiness. What gives you satisfaction. Now, the Three of Coins really talks about being disciplined and setting a goal and working hard at it. Even though he's sitting here and he's in the middle of his project, he has an end goal in his mind. He can see the end result in his mind. He knows what it's going to look like when it's done. And it's the discipline, and it's the hard work, and it's the labor that brings the greatest rewards. And we need to remember that today, going forward. We need to know that if we truly want things to manifest in our life going forward, then we have to give it the energy. We have to give it the time. Just like if we want to leave sorrows and pains in the past, we have to give it our energy. We have to give it our time. Absolutely. And today actually might be a day where you'll want to get lost in somebody else's problem and help them and fix them in some way. Make it better for them, because it is so much easier to deal with somebody else's problem than it is your own. So today is a day where you really do need to take ownership of your stresses, your anxiety, and try and clear some of them off the plate. Maybe not all of them. But at least make the attempt to get rid of some of it. Get rid of some of that extra baggage that you're taking forward, because you don't need the extra baggage. You don't need to be held down. You don't need to redo lessons that you've already walked through. So give it the time, give it the energy so that you can move on from the experiences. And we have the Three of Wands. And this was another favorite in the weeklies, wasn't it? Standing on the edge of the shore, you're on stable ground, and you're looking out into the sunrise, and you're imagining your future, and you're seeing this path fold wide open for you. And you're seeing the brightness, and you're seeing the clarity of the situation. And if you really give it the energy, if you really give it the planning, if you really give it the discipline that it warrants, it comes through the sky there bigger and better than you ever imagined, more magical than you ever imagined. So today may be, use that energy, use that bouncing your step to imagine the future of what you really truly want to have manifest in your life, what you really want to come into being. And your surroundings may look nothing like it, because this is a magical card. Okay, look at the magic that comes to you. It's raising your vibration. It's raising your light today. It's understanding in the smallest sense that you came down here for a great purpose. And to understand how special and deserving you are of this moment that's to come in your future. So today is imagining it. Today is seeing it. Today is taking off the blinders and stop limiting yourself and your expectations of where you can be and your potential. Okay? It's the hard work. Truly, it's the hard work. It's not going to happen so much in a magical sense unless you do the work involved, unless you apply the discipline. And we have 36, change and development. So, I mean, this is a transformation of our mindset today. Okay, that's the change. That's the development. It starts with the Nine of Wands and releasing that baggage of forgiving ourselves, asking for forgiveness, and more than anything, forgiving ourselves, so that we can move forward, to analyze some of the things that we don't like about ourselves, perhaps, some of the things that weigh us down, some of the things that give us the anxiety. Okay, the anxiety might be that you like to shop too much, or eat too much, or drink too much, and that prevents you from enjoying a whole slew of other things in life. The anxiety might be that you said something or did something or put yourself in a situation that you really, in hindsight, and remember, hindsight's always 20/20. In hindsight, you could have done things differently. You could have handled things differently had you planned it out, had you thought it through, had you been more on your game that day. Okay, but it always comes back to, what did you do wrong? Okay, in our minds, we're like, well, what did we do wrong? How did we sabotage ourselves? And it's allowing the forgiveness to come in today so that we can change, so we can have developments in our life to walk a clearer path, a happier path, a path without the burdens attached to it, the baggage is attached to it. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.